Welcome to Writings and Lessons. This is the third lesson in a series of 4 introducing you to 7th chords. Lesson 15 introduced what we call in the Nashville number system just the basic 7th chord. Lesson 16 introduced major 7th chords, and today we're going to talk about minor 7th chords. Make sure that you access the handout below this video. There's a link and it gives some illustrations of the chords that I'm talking about. So depending on the type of learner you are, that may help you grasp this information because it can seem complex if you're not familiar with 7th chords, if you're new to playing, but it's something that makes the music sound much richer. 7th chords are used in pretty much all types of music, so don't give up, practice, make sure that you send me comments, questions. I'm happy to answer questions through the comments on this video or through email. My email address is writingsandlessons@gmail.com. It really means a lot if you hit the like button, if you subscribe to the channel, because it just promotes it and gives more people access so that they can learn about the number system and learn to play the piano if they're interested. So let's start talking about minor 7th chords. As a review from the last 2 lessons, a 7th chord takes the triad and adds a 4th note. Lesson 15, we talked about what's just called a 7th chord in the Nashville system, taking the C or the 1 triad and adding the 7 note is minor, but in Nashville it's just called a 7th chord. Lesson 16, we talked about adding a major 7. So with the scale, you're playing a C or a 1 major and adding a major 7 note. Today we're going to talk about minor 7s. In previous lessons, we talked about minor chords. This is C major, and everything we're learning right now is in C, so it would also be your 1 chord, 1 major. To make C a minor chord, you take this note and you go down. So that's a C minor. In the number system, it would be written with a dash. Anytime there's a dash after a number, that is the symbol for a minor chord. When we add a 7th note to a minor chord, we add this 7 note that is the minor 7, so major 7, minor 7. So it's very pretty and is used a lot in many styles of music. So again, we've got the minor chord and we're adding a 7. In the chart Danny Boy, the 2 minor 7, this is how a minor 7 is written. There's a dash to tell you that the chord is minor, so the 2 minor chord looks like that, and then the 7 that looks like an exponent is telling you that it's not only a 2 minor chord, but we're adding a 7, so it looks like this, and we're adding the C. We have the 7, the 2 minor 7, and repeated twice in both sections of this song. Again, I usually write the charts to give you practice playing these chords. Minor 7s are very common, so you'll see them more in our charts now that I've introduced them. Just as a review for this chart, anytime there's a line, it's a split bar. So the time signature is 4 beats for every measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. when there's a line, that means that the 4 beats are divided between more than one chord. This is divided evenly. So the 2 minor 7 gets 2 beats. The 5 gets 2 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In this measure, the chords are divided, and the tick marks tell you how the count is divided. So the 1 chord gets 2 beats, the 2 minor 7 gets 1, and the 5 gets 1. So if we're starting with this line, the 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the tick marks are documenting which beats you're playing these chords. So everybody that's watching the chart is going to be together. Again, here's another split bar. So the 1 gets 2 beats, the 4 gets 2 beats. Here's another split bar. The 6 minor gets 2 beats, the 4 gets beat 3, the 1 gets beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another split bar where the chords are split evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4. More split bars. And then this measure is just like the measure in the first section of the song, where the tick marks are telling you how the measure is, how the chords are played. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just play through this. I'm not going to play it in time. I'm just going to make sure that you know how to play the chords. So the 1 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the split bar. So we're playing 2 minor 7, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come here. The 1 chord gets 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch the tick marks for our count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this bar, watch the tick marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to come to the second section. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play this with my daughter Chloe singing the vocal, and I have the metronome set at the 4/4 time signature, and I have the tempo at 65. 1, 2, 3, start.
The pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the
chart, Danny Boy sounds more complex and looks a little complex, but all of the chords in there have been discussed in other lessons, and the handout documents which lessons to review if there's anything on the chart that is confusing. So I hope you enjoy playing this new song. It's public domain, and I look forward to our next lesson. Bye.